2014 rule, 1994 act, and there is no committee. This committee of 17 doctors have been set up only for this purpose. There must be a kidney committee. There must be an authorization committee when the act is there.
This channel does not promote any violence, harmful or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
I will remember that matter, the kidney.
Yes. What is happening?
The additional advocate general kind, where is the court? Because there is no such, sorry.
My lord, we have inquired that there is
Appellate
no
authority.
No notification. Until now, the principal secretary has not heard any matter for all these 4 years.
Right. So what is to be done? Then the writ court has to decide.
Can you take the report? Peruse the report first.
I have given the copy of the report to him.
Yes. I got it.
Yes.
May I peruse the report?
DME.
DME.
DME's report.
DME report.
Yes.
I just read from paragraph number 1, although that is not written. Transplant related to member verification committee has been.
No further matter will be taken up for the day. So you all may leave. Enjoy the vacation.
And happy puja to all of you.
Everybody, go on to your puja spree. Go. One supplementary is there. You are there, yes. Stay. It's urgent portion, one supplementary. Stay. Otherwise, the regular list, go.
Item number 6, password.
All right, Passover will be taken. A monthly list. Sorry, madam, no monthly list today. Yes. Yes.
So, I just. Transplant related to member verification committee has been constituted in order to support and assist the functioning of the authorization committee with additional input and information under the Transplantation of Human Organ Act 1994 Videt and Memorandum of Agreement. On receipt of the proposal for permission of renal transplantation of Sheikh Habibur Rahman, son of Sheikh Ajizur Rahman, aged about 54 years, of which is such and such, submitted on such and such date by R.N. Pegor Institute of Cardiac Science, Kolkata. In accordance with para number 3 of Appellate DO number such and such, the prayer has been sent to the verification committee for authentication and antecedent of donor and recipient on such and such. 2-member verification committee report duly signed by SDO, Barashat, convener, and ACM with Barashat, member as per para number 2 of the above GO has been received on such and such day. After receiving the verification report, along with police verification report, the case was placed at the board meeting of the state level authorization committee on such and such date, video memo number such and such, and chairman of the state authorization committee of DME appearing at serial number such and such. The verification committee in their report opined that, quote, donor and recipient came into contact through business of bag, but could not produce any supporting document in favor of their claim. So, link between them could not be verified properly, hence not recommended. Unquote. The police verification report of DIO, Modhamgram Barasat Police District attached hearing as Annexure E also stated that, very important, quote, possibility of involvement at middleman and financial transaction could not be turned out. So there is no such specific observation that this man is a middleman. There is some financial transaction. No. This is the word is very important. I just read it again. The cost of repetition, my lord. Possibility of involvement at middleman and financial transaction could not be turned out. That's the language, my lord. The State Authorization Committee constituted in terms of Section 9 under THO Act 1994 follows all relevant updated rules and regulations. THO Rule 2014 while examining the cases in board meeting, that is Annexure E. The State Authorization Committee, after careful examination of the instant case, find no favorable aspect in the claim of the affection and emotional attachment of the donor, Mr. Laltu Rai Chaudhary, to the recipient, Sheikh Habibur Rahman, or any other special reason for willingness of donor to donate one of his kidney. So Sheikh Habibur Rahman, on the basis of the verification committee report and police verification report and hearing at board meeting, so the case was not considered for approval and hence rejected by the State Authorization Committee. Where is the exact case? Nothing. The only sentence in this report is that the possibility of involvement at middleman and financial transaction could not be turned out. Is there any specific case? This person is the middleman. This is the financial transaction. Due to business transaction, they are attached with each other, and for that reason, and not only that, my lord, in the instant case, I annex in my writ petition the private respondent who is the donor, his affidavit, not only his affidavit, his wife affidavit also annexed with my writ petition. If my lord,
Just tell me one thing. It's very general. We are not going by the law. Somebody with whom you do not have that much of attachment,
in this case,
will you donate one of your organs?
in this case, that is not happened. That's why, my lord, he came because before that, no case came before that. Even I inquired why they came.
Yes.
Court. I inquired personally, and I asked them why. Because they says this donor have a business transaction with who is the patient herein, who is the petitioner's husband, because they have a business transaction, a back business transaction with his nephew.
No, that has mentioned
Yes,
that there is a
yes,
business transaction.
There is a business transaction. He went there, and that's why a relation build up.
Will you donate any of your organs to one of your clients?
That
You'll
happened.
donate? I won't.
It's happened in
I
this case.
won't.
That's why, and my lord, that's why it's a unique case one, and no one, that's why my learned friend says there is no such appellate authority. And most of the case, what happened? Either my lord
It's a transaction.
but in this case, that is not happened. That's why I say that why you came before the court. In most of the cases, it is happened through financial transaction. That is illegal financial transaction. They say no, this is not that case. He voluntarily gave it, and he says not only that, he says if my lords want, both the party along with their family, they can appear before the court.
What will the court do? What
That's
you will do? What the court will do? Mr. Panda will do the same thing.
To accept assessment whether they have any attachment or not.
By seeing, it's not possible. What do you say?
Donating can be within relatives, very close persons,
but
having relationship.
that is permissible under.
There is no bar.
There is no bar.
Then?
There is a bar. There is a bar.
What is the bar?
My lord, if your lordship kindly comes to Thua Act, my lord, Thua Act section 9, I've given the act, my lord.
Yes, section 9.
Section 9 says about the restrictions.
Yes.
The restriction says that save, I'm reading, my lord. Save or as otherwise provided in subsection 3, no human organ or tissue or both removed from the body of a donor before his death shall be transplanted into a recipient unless the donor is a near relative of the recipient. My lord, the exception comes to subclause 3, my lord.
Yes, there is an exception.
If any donor authorizes the removal of any human organ or tissue or both before his death under subsection 1 or subsection 3 for transplantation into the body of such recipient, not being a near relative, and is specified by the donor the reason of affection or attachment towards the recipient for any other special reason, such as human organ or tissue or both, shall not be removed and transplanted without the prior approval of the authorization committee. Now, my lord, here the notification says that there should be an authorization committee, and the additional inputs are to be given by a verification committee consisting of the SDO and the CMOH. They would be giving additional inputs to the authorization committee. Authorization committee would consider all the aspects, police reports, and they would see whether there has been any affection or near relation. All these things are to be considered. So this is the only exception. So here in this particular case, the police also could not find any of such relation. One is staying in Bardhaman, one is staying in Motongra, one is a subject to correction, the religion, one is a Muslim guy, one is, no, I'm saying, another is a Hindu guy. So these things were taken into consideration, and it has been said that it has.
But then see,
not
there
been
is
ruled out
nothing.
that there might be possibility of middlemen.
No, but then you have to ascertain whether it is so or not.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's somebody's life and death issue.
I'm led by this.
two unearth
No, you tell me whether you'll donate any of your organ to your client or your friend. First, you have to think of it. I cannot think. You need a lot of guts to do this,
lot of.
right?
Because,
Usually, it is not done. But
because
somebody who has really intention to help somebody may do it. It's not that it cannot be done at all. But then it needs a lot of
if-
courage to
if
go up to
somebody-
that stage.
Somebody comes forward and say, yes.
Yes, I'll do.
and
It
we
may
did.
be done.
That's
It
also-
cannot be done. It's not so. But here, the police could not
Madam, may I tell
find
one
out.
thing? Madam, may I tell? Madam, this is such a matter where neither I can establish.
Yes.
It is the fact what I suppose. And on the contrary, the fact remains that somebody want to donate and somebody is, my lord,
Willing to take it, and there is an affidavit
waiting
to
for
that.
waiting for that.
Affidavit to that effect is also there.
Now, only thing is that the report of the committee is standing in the way.
Right.
And report also, my lord, is because on the basis of the, I can say that the police authority, they can only suggest it that it may happen, it may not happen. So only thing is that the report is there. And report is, my lord, also on the basis of the, my lord, the committee form under the act. So committee has their power, they, my lord, exercise their power. Now, my lord, kindly, my lord, look into this, that whether under these facts and circumstances, when the provision of appeal is there, but the appellate authority has not yet been formed. And I personally talked to the principal secretary, who says that till date, he has not yet interacted with any such incident where he has been offered to look into this.
This is what the petitioner says,
Yes.
that everything is done beneath the table. Under the table, transactions goes on and things are happening. Here, maybe the person has not been able to convince.
I have already said, my lord, that I cannot.
Then what is to be
establish
done? Then the
that-
writ court has to
that-
enter into it.
Yes.
Yes, he's submitted. Your junior has made the same submission. Then what is to be? The writ court has to look into it
Now, my lord,
as to
if-
whether the
if
authorization
matter-
committees.
if this matter, no, bolchi. Suppose my lord can direct the principal secretary to look into this. I am saying, but even at that stage also, my lord, he cannot, my lord, go into any further, save and except what it appears from the record and the submission of the,
Yes,
my lord, the person concerned.
yes.
Because it is, nobody can gauge that actually
What is happening?
what going to be happen. Only the facts remain that yes, that I tell that somebody want to donate his organ and somebody is, my lord, waiting for that. So I leave it to you.
My lord, kindly turn very.
Because yes, it's also a fact that it's a, my lord, that the life-saving matter and the days are
Going.
Passing day by day.
every day.
So he's deteriorating. The
And
condition
maybe-
of the
and
patient must be
maybe-
deteriorating
and
day by day.
that after some days any further,
May-
then that may not be fruitful.
Futile.
Any-
It'll be futile exercise.
So I leave it to lordship. This is not such a matter that we have, my lord, come here to fight it.
No, it is
It's
true.
not such a matter.
But then, since there is a provision for appeal, let the appellate authority be constituted, because these cases will come up. This
That, my lord, I-
is
I
1994
have, my lord,
Act.
it was not, my lord, may I tell very frankly, when I interacted with the principal secretary, he said that it was not in my knowledge.
Yes,
For the first time, you bring it to my knowledge, I shall look into this, but naturally after the, my lord, the puja vacation.
certainly, it will take time. Constitution of an appellate authority cannot be done so
That's
soon.
And my lord, I shall look into this personally. my lord.
That is all right. But then,
This matter, I think, my lord can safeguard in this way that the order, whatever be passed by your lordship, it will not be taken as a precedent.
Yes, can.
And since there is no appellate authority, my lord is my lord.
please come.
My lord, just show one thing. Kindly turn page number 5. Because
Of
of the report. And there is specific mention of the report that there is no such financial transaction. First two column.
কোনটায়?
Page number 5.
Could not be found.
Could not be
Could
found.
not be found, মানে নেই না, পাওয়া যায় না।
No, could not be ruled out.
No, my lord, first two. Whether
not
there is a
ascertain.
commercial transaction could not be.
Could not ascertain.
That, and my lord,
Could
what
not
are the
understand
fact, my lord,
owner.
actually what?
Told that they came into contact through business.
Yes,
Could understand. No documentary humanitarian ground.
Could not ascertain, could not ascertain.
Next of the kin is aware. So everybody enters into an arrangement type of thing, isn't it? Please come. The petitioner is the wife. Petitioner is a wife.
Yes, yes, madam.
Wife of a patient who requires, now who is suffering from kidney disorders. Who is suffering from bilateral chronic renal parenchymal disease and requires kidney transplantation. Stuff.
My lord can also consider, I think, my lord, clause number 10 of the annexure C, clause number 10, I think, my lord,
Page.
report of the
Report page.
এটা page কত?
Page initial.
There is a
Annexure C, it is mentioned there in the report.
annex.
Subdivisional report of the subdivisional officer, Barasat 24 Pargana, and also ACMOH.
The column.
The column number 10.
Fifth page, my lord, fifth page.
হ্যাঁ আমি বলছি তো তোমার
Fifth page, column 10, whether the donor is a drug addict.
no. So
You want to show this? Fifth
not-
page.
I'm not against it. I say that up to this, it is okay.
Page, subdivisional officers.
Officer says and subdivisional officer said that donor is not a drug addict.
Huh.
So
Hmm.
there is no abnormality, what I want to say, as it appears on the page.
This is what I was thinking. It's an arrangement made. Everybody is happy with the arrangement type of thing. Now I do not know what's going to happen. But then that is too far for us to
Yes.
understand what's going to happen next. কি বললাম? Kidney transplantation. The petitioner has been able to now one of the petitioner's acquaintance has agreed to donate one of his kidneys. Step next. An affidavit by the donor has been annexed to the writ petition. Step. The prayer of the petitioner for accepting the kidney from the donor has not been approved by the State Authorization Committee. Step. According to the provisions of the Transplantation of Human Organs and Tissues Act, 1994. There are certain restrictions on removal and transplantation of human organs or tissues or both. Step. The transplantation can be done with the approval of the Authorization Committee. Step. The order of the Authorization Committee is an appealable one. Step. The Appellate Authority, however, is yet to be constituted. Step. In the absence of the Appellate Authority, the matter is being adjudicated by the writ court under Article 226 of the Constitution. Stop. On a perusal of the report of the Director of Medical Education, West Bengal, and the Chairman of the Authorization Committee, it appears that approval has been refused on the ground that relying upon the opinion of the verification committee that the donor and the recipient came into contact through business, but none could produce any supporting document in favor of their claim. Stop. The link between the donor and the donee could not be verified properly. Stop.
So they have no blood relation. It is mentioned.
Acha.
The religion is also different.
The
Religion different. The religion.
order of the subdivisional officer, Barasat within bracketed Shodor, North 24 Parganas, countersigned by the additional chief medical officer of health, Barasat, North 24 Parganas, has noted down that the reason as to why the donor desires to donate is on humanitarian ground. Stop. No commercial transaction between the donor and the donee could be ascertained. Stop. Neither any promise for financial, neither any pecuniary promises made to the donor or any other person for the organ donation could be ascertained. Stop. It has been found that the donor is not a drug addict. Stop.
But at the same time,
However,
mentioned that there is no blood relation between donor and recipient.
However, the involvement of middlemen / tout could not be ruled out. Stop. There is no documentary evidence linking the relationship between the donor and the donee apart from the humanitarian ground that has been relied upon. Stop. Next. The fact remains that the two persons who will be involved in the process, that is the donor and the donee, both have submitted affidavit disclosing their intention to donate and receive. Stop. The Act does not lay down a complete bar in such type of transplantation. However, the same is only subject to transplantation where there is no blood relationship between the parties. however, subject to the approval of the authorization committee. Stop paragraph. In the instant case, it appears that there is no specific there is no specific finding with regard to the financial transaction between the parties. Stop. Next. In the
that financial transaction or no middleman involvement cannot be ruled out. That has been.
yes, as the authorities have failed to find out any financial transaction between the parties, and as both the parties have filed respective declarations and affidavits, accordingly, the instant writ petition is disposed of by observing that the
Is it possible to send the matter again to the authorization committee to look into this matter?
Otherwise it will prolong.
Shortest possible period.
Otherwise,
We are going to, my lord, think that they are the expert. So kindly,
what is the function of this kidney board?
already that step already,
There is a kidney board.
yes, yes. But because of that, before transplantation, what happened, before transplantation, medically they are examined, and all the person medical examined.
Donor also.
Yes.
Donor also examined.
Yes, I have to take instruction whether donor has whether the medical exam.
Suppose the court
With my instruction is that the donor is also
examined,
no,
and it has been found to be
on instruction.
police
yes,
have
yes.
gone to the donor. That
But the earlier police verification is annexed.
Tony, may I just draw your kind attention because it's a very important matter and touchy matter. So rule 7 rule 7 of that rule, not the act rule.
Yes, the rule.
Rule 7,
Huh?
where there is a minor guideline also.
Yes.
What should be the modus? That authorization committee is to look into all these things. It is in a
Yes.
very short period, if it is possible.
Authorization committee has looked into it and has refused.
You already refused.
There is a refusal.
No, madam, it is already happened.
Just a minute. Madam, all these points which have to be looked into, it madam, does not reflect from the report.
What? The authorization committee?
Yes, all these things are not there. Madam, that
It has crossed all this stage.
examine the reasons why the donor wishes to donate. Examine documentary.
The report is of the chairman of the authorization committee. So all this step is over.
Kindly turn page number 28. Already.
Yes.
Page number 28. Yes, I stand corrected. Kindly turn page number 28. Already everything is.
It has to be. It is over.
Kindly turn page number 28. That
Yes.
is donor medical examine. Already medical exam.
No, when the proposed donor and the recipient are not near relatives, sub rule 3, authorization committee shall look into.
Yes,
Clearly 1 to 9.
Yes. That is
1 to 9.
This has been looked into, and this is the report of the authorization committee. DME is the chairman of the authorization committee. Has not approved, disapproved.
Yes. Already that is mentioned.
That is the challenge here.
Yes, that he has challenged it, but madam,
that is the report of the authorization committee.
To send it again to the authorization.
That is futile.
What new can come up? There can be nothing new.
No, to consider this aspect also.
Which aspect?
That there is no just a minute. That any financial transaction that has not been, my lord, ascertained. And the other thing to be looked into.
Other thing means what thing? See, the one that you placed before the court, the chart where SDO's chart is there. This is the authorization committee one by one.
They already examined.
1 minute. I'll make it clear to you. See the box, page 5. You are relying upon the SDO's. This is what is C 3A 3.1. 3.1 evaluate. There is no commercial. Whether there is commercial. See 1, 2, 3, 4. All points taken into consideration till 9. Everything has gone down. So there is nothing new to be taken into consideration. Whether payment made, explanation, examine the reason why. So 1 by 1, all points taken. Evaluate financial station, whether the donor is a drug addict. All points taken into consideration.
I think 1 or 2 points, my lord, they have skipped it.
Which one? Which point? Tell me.
My lord, the sub rule 3,
3.
my lord,
Which one?
Roman 7.
Roman 7. Evaluate the financial status. It is written financial status. See serial number 9.
And the recipient both
Income certificate attached.
by asking them to give.
Yes, yes, it is there. It is there. Page 5. The SDO's report. Serial number 9. Financial status has been examined. All points taken. And they have done this quite good. Absolutely apropos the rule that you are relying. 1, 2, 3, 4. See 1, 2, 3, 4. All in the column.
Up to 9, yes.
All points taken.
And not only that, I just kindly turn page number 10. In the instant case, for the instant case, this was formulated. Malat, kindly turn page number 10. So that is one for this case only, because he contested. He refused to give any money, manner.
Yes.
Anyone. That's why, my lord. Otherwise, he never came to the court. If that is something hazy or something, why he came to the court?
So this is what is striking the mind, as because this person did not accept or was not
Yes,
willing
yes.
to pay any money to the authorities, that the matter has landed up in court. Obviously, otherwise, under the table, this could have been
I
solved.
could not say in the open court manner. I don't want to shut my mouth.
I think, my lord, that's
I shut my mouth.
It has to be. It has to be.
after all, my lord, they are, my lord, it's a very
2014 rule,
touchy matter.
1994 Act,
God knows
and
that-
there is no committee.
that-
This committee of 17 doctors have been set up only for this purpose. There must be a kidney committee. There must be an authorization committee when the act is there.
This is the committee, and the committee cannot be, my lord, only, my lord, 3 members or 2 members. The committee said here in the
How many members have
17.
17 members committee?
Yes.
কি বললাম?
17 members, these are the, my lord, the enlisted. It does not mean that all should be there at a time. I think in supersession of previous circular order,
All of
the
them.
authorization committee of human organ transplantation following enlisted members are interested. But how many should
Is
be there?
disposed of.